After being away for nearly 2 weeks travelling around Asia, President Trump returns to Washington facing a battle over tax reform and hearings on his administration's ties to Russia. Joining us now from Washington with the latest is Bloomberg's Kevin Cirilli. Kevin, I want to begin with the Twitter account, and I know not many people like going there, but this tweet has got so much attention in the last 24 hours. I will be making a major statement from the White House upon my return to D.C. Time and date to be set. Don't know the time, don't know the date, don't know the content. Can you report on anything you've learned down in D.C. on that particular tweet?
I've spoken with a couple of sources who suggest that tomorrow that big announcement could be coming, but it has been clouded in secrecy, Jonathan, regarding what he will specifically say. Now, it could be on a host of topics, and should the president take questions tomorrow on his return trip in from the White House, he is likely to get questions on a host of issues ranging from tax reform, obviously, but also the Russia investigation, and yes, even Roy Moore. A lot of chatter on in Washington, about that topic in particular. And we're just under an hour from Attorney General Jeff Sessions testifying before the House Judiciary Committee. That'll kick off at about 10 a.m.
Kevin, what are we set to learn from that, if anything? And what are the kind of questions that will be asked whilst we have this clash, seemingly a collision course between the House and the Senate to get tax reform done? Bubbling away in the background over the last 12 months is this Russia story. Does one inform the other? Does one stop the other from happening? Does it complicate it in any way, shape or form?
It does complicate it in that it gets Republicans who want to be talking about tax reform a bit off message with regards to Russia, or in this recently Roy Moore. But privately, behind the scenes, they are very much still moving ahead, and by all indications are likely going to get that tax package done by the end of the year, if not early calendar of next year. But in terms of Russia, look, Jeff Sessions is going to get grilled from Democrats on Russia, on why he recused himself. But Republicans also trying to push back, also trying to raise issue about why the Justice Department hasn't investigated in their minds the Clinton connections, the Russian dossier in particular, as well as to some extent the uranium one, that questions regarding that with the Clintons. So I think all of that is really heightening the stakes for the Attorney General, who, quite frankly, I think also will at least get one question on Roy Moore. Remember, Roy Moore down in Alabama fighting for that seat that Jeff Sessions, once the former senator, senior senator from Alabama, before he joined the administration.